Take a look at this 3D wireframe model of the White House. Out of its 132 rooms, an astonishing 35 are bathrooms. Accounting for multi-stall setups in staff areas, you're looking at an estimated 45 to 50 toilets packed into a single 6-story residence. That high density of plumbing is a relatively new convenience. When John Adams moved into the building in 1800, there was absolutely zero indoor plumbing. The commander-in-chief, his family, and his staff relied entirely on chamber pots. This construction photo reveals the scale of Harry Truman's massive structural renovation in the 1950s. Nearing total collapse, crews completely gutted the interior, laying down modern steel rebar and installing the extensive pipe network that forms the core of the building's utilities today. Today, that infrastructure operates under immense pressure. With 300 to 400 daily staff members inside the executive mansion right now, occupational safety guidelines require a heavy concentration of water closets just to keep the facility operational. To see how this historic estate balances life as a family home with the intense demands of a global command center, we have to look past the public rooms. We need to take a vertical descent through its hidden private plumbing network. We start at the highest elevation. This schematic highlights a private commode in the third-floor solarium, the ultimate retreat for the first family to read classified bills in peace. As we move down to the second floor, the spaces remain highly restricted. Here, the physical history of the presidency is carefully preserved, right down to the fixtures. You'll find clawfoot tubs near the Lincoln bedroom and a private bathroom still lined with Harry Truman's original pink tiles. But the domestic reality of living in a 200-year-old museum can be surprisingly clumsy. Ronald Reagan once found himself accidentally locked inside the bathroom attached to his private dining room, forcing staff to scramble to get the door open. The upper floors show that despite wielding immense global power, the president's immediate surroundings are anchored by highly individualized and occasionally vulnerable domestic realities. Dropping southward to the state and ground floors, the architecture abruptly shifts from a private home to a very public stage. Here, the restrooms near the diplomatic reception room are elegant and performative. These spaces are the final spot for visiting foreign ambassadors to freshen up before shaking hands with the president. Yet family life still bleeds into these formal areas. A young Caroline Kennedy treated the marble sink in a ground-level diplomatic restroom as a temporary aquarium, hiding her pet goldfish inside it. Just past those polished marble corridors lies a massive logistical operation. The ground floor contains multiple hidden, multi-stall staff restrooms, engineered specifically to process the hundreds of tour guides, cooks, and aides keeping the building running. These public-facing facilities continually adapt to cultural shifts. During the Obama administration, the complex added a designated gender-neutral restroom to accommodate a changing workforce. These middle floors act as a buffer zone. The architecture must project flawless prestige to international guests, while processing the biological needs of everyday workers. Now we execute our final plunge into the lowest elevation, the windowless, subterranean corridors of the West Wing basement. At this depth, decorative luxury is stripped away. The restrooms near the basement dentist's office are purely functional, built of harsh concrete and standard tile. Looking at this photograph of the Situation Room, you can see the confined, windowless architecture that defines this level. The bathrooms down here sit close to the epicenter of global crisis management. Human biology and intense historical pressure intersect directly in these stalls. During the height of the Cuban Missile Crisis, Lyndon B. Johnson frequently used this basement facility while navigating the brink of nuclear war. Government function is prioritized over privacy down here. Phones were installed directly inside the staff bathroom stalls to ensure constant communication during a crisis. Down here, plumbing serves a strictly functional goal. It ensures the machinery of global power continues to move, even when human biology demands a break. Tracking this journey on the diagram, you can trace a direct vertical line from the sunlit, isolated luxury of the third-floor solarium down to the high-stress, utilitarian concrete of the West Wing basement. This literal stacking of floors reveals the physical reality of the office. It is a single private residence positioned directly on top of a massive subterranean military and bureaucratic engine. The evolution of these spaces, from the chamber pots of the 1800s to Truman's modern pipe networks, serves as a silent, intimate record of American technological progress. Behind every major historical milestone, state dinner, or nuclear crisis, the leaders of the free world remain unavoidably tethered to basic human biology. This hidden infrastructure dictates how the building functions. The subterranean network of pipes and stalls allows the fragile human beings inside to manage the state without pause.